Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today in this video I am going to explain you the important concept in business environment. What is business environment and what is the introduction of the business environment? Before I go for those, I would also like to mention and explain the meaning of business and importance of business. What are the main features or characteristics of today's business? And I will also going to explain the about the meaning and features of business environment and factors affecting business environment. Let me go one by one with clear cut manner. Right, first, what do you mean by the business? Basically all profit seeking activities that are organized and directed to convert factors of production into the goods, conversion of raw material and goods and services for customers in the market to achieve the business objectives are termed as a business activities. Right. So, what do you mean by the business? Organized efforts of enterprises for the supply of goods and services in a society, and the main purpose of business is to making profit in that. This is an economic act. It is economic activity carried out by an organization to achieve some targets. Right. Basically, the concept of business are two types. It's a traditional concept and modern concept. Traditional concept is the main motto of business to profit maximization. Whereas in the modern concept of the business, it is not just profit maximization, it is a customer satisfaction. For any business, customer is a king of the market. If you satisfy the customer, automatically you are going to earn more profits in the business. Right. Now, straight away, I am going to explain you the what is the importance of business. As I explained you, this is an important institution in the society. Business and society interdependent means dependent on each other, right? And business will also provide supplies, goods and services to the customers. What are their needs? What are their expectations? What are their tastes and preferences accordingly? Business provides goods and services. In addition to that, business will also provides and creates an employment opportunities. However, it is also contributing to the economic growth of the country in different forms. It could be GDP, it could be GNP, and it could also formulate the different broad opportunities in the production, right? And it will also find the identify strengths and weakness of the business activities. Be- and it will provide you building images in the the business. So what exactly I would like to tell you about the importance of the business? It is image building, enhance adaptability, helps in analysis of competitor strategies. So the business is very very important for the society and customers as well. So having said that, let me go in a broad manner about the characteristics of today's business. Right. Modern business, as I mentioned you, it is not just for the profit motive, it is meant for the customer satisfaction. So the change is eternal. It is a continuously changing in the society as well as the economic conditions of the particular country. So the modern business is a dynamic, new technologies and will also provide new products as well to the needy customers. And it will provide vastness, means mass production, mass, marketing. It fixes the economics of this scale. Means if you produce only one unit, the production, the cost of production will be very high. If you produce 100 units, the cost of production will go less because the fixed cost will absorb those. So automatically what I'm trying to telling you that if you go on increasing more production and more marketing, obviously you are going to have economies of scale to the manufacturers, and the benefits pass on to the buyers and customers as well. So the diversification, the third characteristic of today's business, diversification. No company is maintaining only one product or one services. They are producing number of products depend on their availability of the finance. So the diversification means it is a form of growth strategy for a company. It seeks increase the profitability through increase the sales, increase the new products, and enter into the new markets. And it also tends to spread the dependence of the business on fewer products. See, like Tata Group, a premium business house, is into the iron and steel. After that, fertilizers, chemicals, Tata Automobiles, Tata Telecom, Tata Tea, Tata Shipping Hotels, Tata Information Technology, Tata Printing, Tata Consultancy. See how the Tata has been entered into the different products and different industries. This is what we can call it as a diversification. It is a similar is the story of other business groups as well. It is a Reliance or Tech Mahindra, such they're different. And there are three types of diversification for your better understanding. These concentric, horizontal, and conglomerative means what is meant for the concentric diversification. The only one point you have to remember in this is this refers to the process of adding new products but related products. Only you have to remember concentric diversification, adding new products but related products. You can see in the soaps business. See, it has had what you call the Lux, Lyril, Liboy, Pios, Rexona, Hummum, Breeze, Dove, etc. Means in one line it has a several brands. That is what you call concentric diversification. Hindustan Lever is the best example for concentric diversification. See, it is providing different soaps. The same soaps Hindustan Unilever Limited is providing it different. So means what exactly here that is a providing here I mean like similar products, related products. It is a soaps business. Hindustan Unilever Limited providing Lux, Lifebuoy, Peace, Rexona, Mama, Breeze, Dove, etc. It is not going to the other products. It is going to the diversification or to the new as well as related products. That is the first one. That is a concentric diversification. Having said that, let me move on to the what do you mean by horizontal diversification. It is offering new but unrelated products. The best example is even Hindustan Unilever is also offering products like soaps first, then shampoos, washing powder, hair oils, moisturizing creams, ketchup, jams, tea, atta, salt, and ice creams in the same set of the customers. But what they are going to provide is a unrelated products. It is not a tea is not related to the soaps. Means what exactly here in a competitive environment, this form of diversification is desirable if the present customers are having a good image of the company's products. Obviously they will go to the even they are providing new products and have a good quality, well promoted and priced. This strategy tends to increase the firm's dependence on certain market segment, consumer non-durables in everywhere. See, another example I'm going to provide you as far as the horizontal diversification is concerned. Haldiram. It is not just providing traditional Indian sweets; it's also providing namkeens, syrups, and there is selling approach. Different products are providing to the customers. So that is a horizontal diversification. Again, I'm going to tell you one word, that is a new and unrelated products or services to the current customers. Right. Having said that, the other form of diversification is the conglomerate diversification. Here, adding new and unrelated products or services, but that have no technological or commercial synergies with current products, but which may appeal to new groups of customers like Anil Dhirubhai Ambani's groups. It's a presence in varied areas like it is a power generation, Reliance Power, Reliance Distribution, Reliance Telecom, Reliance Cinema, Reliance Digital, Reliance DTS Services, Reliance Financial Products, Reliance Mutual Funds, Reliance Life Insurance, what not. That concerned Anil Dhirubhai Ambani's group entered in different products, different services. It is not related to, it is unrelated products or services as well. It is not that have no technological or commercial synergies with current products, but which appeal to the new groups of the customers in that field. What is the main reason to go for the conglomerate diversification is this is a top priority, is a profitability existing in different industries. It is a risk diversification. For example, if Reliance Power is incurring some losses, obviously the Reliance Telecom services will be, I mean, what you call, they can get the profits. What will happen here is a risk diversification. If one company is getting losses and another company is getting profits, obviously it is a mutual understanding with the businesses, and that risk diversification will be very very essential. So second main reason for this conglomerate diversification is better reputation. Brand building, the company gets bigger. If anyone, if Reliance is announcing the Reliance Geo, most of the customers are they have taken the Reliance Geo sim because the brand image, the better reputation, and the company gets bigger profits as well. See, the other today's business is, I would like to tell you, globalization. It is a global village. The production facilities are being set up in different countries and products. It's sold in worldwide. Gradually, business are exposed to the global competition and risks. And it will also go for the, it's no barriers, no trade barriers, no boundaries. They can sell their product at anywhere in the world, as well as buying the product and the raw material from anywhere in the world. The technological innovations, the trade barriers, the global flow of capital and technology, information explosion, changing lifestyles, intensity of market competition. All these are the strengthening, and it is providing more potentiality because of the globalization of the business as well. The other characteristics of today's business is science. It is important force affecting the business. The products or services being demanded, offered, means manufacturing and selling are fast changing. The primarily because of the continuous development in science and technology. That is another for characteristics of today's business. And information, see, that is a key to success for any business is what is the information. That source is internet, television, print media plays significant role in business decision making. Decision making is nothing but it is a choosing one best alternative from various other alternatives, means just taking the information, gathering the information, and taking better decisions for the business. Further, with scientific advancement, the system of getting and giving information, processing and storing the data, preparation of effective records, reports, all changed tremendously in today's business. Having said that, let me also go for the government interference. See, market laws, rules, regulations, policies, levy taxes, thereby affecting the business as well. The competition. See, whenever there is a much competition, it is always good for the customer because it is a eliminate inefficiencies, cut down the cost, improve the productivity, and offer competitive prices to the customers in order to attain the market, in order to achieve the market goals and objectives. See, these are the different characteristics of the today's business. Having said that, let me move on to the business environment. What exactly the business environment? So the business environment which envelops the business firm, it consists of all the factors of the business. It could be something external, something internal, something we can control from the organization, something we can't control the organization. So the business environment is nothing but so there is, see that there are points should we have to understand that there will be, it is a symbolic relationship between the business and its environment. How the environment surrounding the influences the business, the business influenced by its environment, and in turn what kind of degree, what certain degree it influences the environment, how the business, how the environment affects the business, and how the environment influences the business. means the business environment always keeps changing, it is evolving each other. Means so what happens here is the business environment is a dynamic in nature, it keeps on changing. There may be changes in the consumer taste, preferences, economic and government policies, and technology. This is why it is essential to monitor and scan the business environment continuously. What I'm trying to telling is the business environment refers to all external and internal factors which have bearing on the functioning of the business enterprise. How the factors influencing the business is known as the business environment. Means those aspects of surroundings of the business enterprise and circumstance of the business unit which affects its activities and decides its effectiveness. So, the other points I would like to mention here is the survival success of business firm depends on its strength and it's adaptable to the environment, and to what extent the environment is favorable to the development of the organization. And it is a complex in nature, and it is interrelated. Different factors of the business are closely interrelated. In change in one factor affects the other. So the general specific forces or different business environment consists of both general and specific forces. So the general forces influence business enterprise, specific is effective individual enterprises. Fine. Here, let me move on to the important concept is the factors affecting the business environment. They are internal factors present inside the firm, external factors present outside the firm. So here, one by one, I will move on to this. What are the factors forming the internal environment? First, I am going for the internal environment. Then I will go for the external environment. First, internal environment. So here, internal environment means within the organization. See, promoters, shareholders, mission, it represents the what is the inside the organization. It composed of the elements within the organization, including the mission and objectives, management structure, employees, company's image, brand equity, and physical assets and facilities, financial factors, technological capabilities, winning the customer, human resources means employees. So what you call means it's a value system. The value system is values, beliefs, attitudes of the founders, and those the affairs has strong influence of the working system. Different examples, if Tata is maintaining the value system, so their practices and it influence the overall and value system of the Infosys. Infosys views its employees as a key resource. It also provides innovative compensation and benefit packages such as training, asset acquisition, loans, etc. In similar way, even however, Tata is also providing the similar benefits to the employees. That is a value system what we are going to follow in the business. So that affects the internal environment. What is the mission and objectives? Future position of the organization. Mission defines the organization's business, its objectives and path to achieve these objectives. Vision, mission, and objectives of the company to guide its priorities, philosophy, policies, what not. And the management structure, organized structure, composition of the board of directors, number of independent directors, extent of professional management and shareholding pattern. And see how it affects the environment. The good organization structure facilitates quick decision making, whereas a bad organized structure leads to delay in decision making that loses so many opportunities in the current scenario. Having said that, quality of human resources, skilled, quality, morale, commitment, attitude, all these are necessary. And the physical resources and technology, R&D, technological capabilities of an organization determines the firm's ability and company image and brand equity. So, good corporate image and broad equity is like a magnet which doesn't only attract the customer but also catches the attention of the interested investors and the business pattern. The financial factors, the financial policies, financial inclusion, capital structure. means how much we need to take resources from the equity and how much we need to take loan resources from the debentures. The optimum capital structure is always needed. That affects the internal environment of the business. So having said that, let me go for the what are the internal factors. Generally it is regarded as a controllable factors because it is within the organization. So see, basically the from the strengths and weakness of the business form will be decided by the internal factors, that is internal environment. These are the controllable because the firm has a control over those factors. The firm can alter, can modify, can remove them to suit the changing the external environment. So what do you mean by the external environment? This is their strength and weaknesses here. The external throw light on opportunities and threats on the business. It consists of the institutions, organizations, and forces operating outside the company. See, external means it is totally consists of forces and factors that exist outside the business organization. These external factors are by and large beyond the control of the firm. As I mentioned, it is not control of the firm, therefore regarded as a uncontrollable. Remember, external environment is not in a position to control. For example, a company has almost no control over national income, foreign trade policy, government policies. For the successful business operation, it's very important to the scan, identify, find the external environment on continuous basis. So it is successfully grabbing the opportunities and countering the threats by affecting, leveraging its strengths and overcoming its weaknesses. In other words, the survival and success of business depends on its ability adaptable to the external environment. What are the two layers in the external environment? Is the micro as well as macro. Micro in the sense it is a task or operating environment, consists of actors in the company's immediate, so those having direct bearing on the performance. It includes customers, suppliers, competitors, market intermediaries, public, workers, etc. That is a micro environment in the part of external environment. Whereas macro here pestle means political, legal, economical, socio-cultural, demographic, technological, natural, and international environment. I will go for one by one. First, I would like to go for the factors affecting the micro is customer supplies, marketing and publics and international factors, cultural factors, political factors, technological, legal, ecological, demographic. I am going one by one here. First, this is the determinants of the internal environment. What is this? The determinants factors determining the internal environment, state of the world economy, role of MNCs, and multilateral economic institutions like IMF, World Bank, United Nations of Organization, International Labour Organization, etc. And international economic laws and treaties, and the political system and conditions in the countries, international market structure. So, these are the determinants of barriers of the international trade and investment. All these are the international environment. First, I will go for the international environment, how it affects the. This is one of the part of the external environment. That is a international environment, means global. What exactly the world economy's position, and what exactly the role of IMF is giving loans, and what is about the World Bank, how it impacts on their business, and what is the international economic laws, political system, and conditions. So international treaties, political disturbances, technological advancements, and growth and spread of the multinational companies. So, all these are the different determinants of the international, or also known as the global environment. Having said that, let me move on to the another one is socio-cultural environment. Very, very important environment for the business, how it affects the culture. Is set of socially accepted and shared set of beliefs, norms, values, and customers. Business has regard cultural variables like social, religious practices, community norms, beliefs, education, family, marriage, whatnot. The socio-cultural environment involves so many things. The taste, preferences, and buying behavior of the people. Many societies are something you can say it is a non-vegetarian food, alcoholic drinks, beauty parlors, fashion shows are despite, whereas the and others are part of the normal life. So Culture plays an important role in determining the type of goods they are going to produce, the work culture, employee productivity, business organization. So increasing the literacy rate is always changing the lifestyle and thinking of the people living in the society. It results the increase in the demand of comfort goods, health and health products as well. So that is the affecting environment, the socio-cultural environment, the political factors. The political factors, political environment refers to the influence by three political institutions: legislature, executive, and judiciary in shaping, directing, developing, and controlling of the business activities. So here the what we need to understand here is the political system and attitude towards business also matters a lot. See, the philosophy, what they are approaching of political party that in power substantially, totally influence the business environment. And a stable and dynamic political environment is a prerequisite for the growth of the business. But still, business have several risks associated with the political scenario. See, confiscation, expropriation, nationalization, domestication, general instability risk, cooperation risk, transfer risk. See, what do you mean by this? See, first, confiscation when the government forcibly possesses ownership of the property without compensation, sometimes. So that affects the bad and the adverse effect of the business. And expropriation means forcible possession of ownership by the government followed by some compensation, which may not equal to the market value of the property. And nationalization, sometimes compulsive process of transfer of ownership and operations from the private to the public hand. Compensation, it's more rational. National Commercial Bank India 1969. Then domestication, when foreign company is made to transfer full or partly ownership and control of its domestic affiliate to the domestic nationals. So in India, FERA, MNCs are forced to dilute 40% of their equity in the Indian affiliates to the Indian marketing system. So this is the other general instability risk. So uncertainty with regard to variability of the existing political system. If political party is not in a stable, that affects the business environment. And operation risk, the possibility the government might future put some restrictions in the operations on the marketing, finance, production, or certain geographical locations. And transfer risk, what exactly it means. It arises from the possibility of any future act of the government by which restrict transactions or transfer of funds or profits between subsidiaries of the firm or from subsidiary to the parent company. This risk is more prominent in cases where subsidiary and parents are located in the different countries. So transfer risk is also there. Having said that, let me move on to the another environment is technological environment. See, this is what we call this technological dimension has impact on the external environment. The nature of the technology used for production or services is an important factor responsible for the success of any business firm. J.K. Galbraith defines technology as systematic application of scientific or other knowledge to practical tasks. So it includes tools, machines, and ways of thinking to perform certain tasks efficiently, effectively, and it will in turn it solve the problems and promote societal progress. And it also developed immensely during the past 150 years. The many benefits of the technology is conquer distances, communication, space research, healthcare, generate, preserve, distribute energy, discover or invent newer and better products for these needy customers, and services, development of computers, biotechnology, what not. Just due to advent of the technology in the era of the globalization, the firms have to compete in the international market for the sales of their products. And the features change and then more change. Widespread effects, self-reinforcing, the acts its own multiplier. Invention of wielded rather quickly number of the more applications after advancement of technology. It also provide opportunities for new innovations. If the firm can capitalize on the new innovation or product, understanding the need of the technology, it's the need of the hour to adopt the technology, it can become pioneer in the industry. See, for example, boom in the smartwatch and fitness tracker market. Change in technology have also impacted the marketing strategies. R&D is a valuable tool to cope up with technological changes. So business that has R&D strategy has a greater chances of success than the business that don't have that. So R&D strategy can lead to innovation and can boost business competitive advantage. So technological environment is playing vital, significant, prominent role in the business. Having said that, there are some other aspects of the technology is important determinants of the success of the firm. It results high expectations, R&D providing system complexity and integration, and it will failure of power supply affects the other areas of the system. See, it's a complex in nature. It reaches the people through business in the form of goods or services. The factors may increase or decrease demands for some existing products in the market. So, impact increase the productivity, allocation of resource to the R&D, jobs increasing, problems of technostructure, multi-professional managers, increased regulation, increased demand, business boundaries redefined. So this is what you call technological environment. Having said that, let me move on to the legal environment. What do you mean by this? Every aspect of the business is regulated by law in India. So the legal system of the country has profound impact on decisions concerning both investment and operations in business. So as it touches the very existence and legality of the business firms. So the legal environment will also plays a vital role in the business. In what way? So this is while providing industrial licensing, company formation, administration, industrial disputes, payment of wages. So different. If you go for Payment of Wages Act, Industrial Disputes Act, trade unions, monopoly control. So foreign exchange, FEMA. See, regulation, foreign exchange regulations. There is a separate act. Shops and establishment, separate act. Product counterfeiting, grey markets, Companies Act, taxes, Income Tax Act. See, industrial development and regulation. There is something another act. Foreign exchange management, Consumer Protection Act. So all these are the playing vital role in the legal environment. Essential Commodities Act, Sale of Goods Act, weights and measurement, packaging, patents, copyrights, intellectual property rights, labor employment norms, rules, revenues, insurance, payment of wages, salaries, gratuity, PF, provident fund, disciplinary matters. So what exactly here is the changes in the legal environment is always the basic legislative changes or amendments or introduction of the new laws. Business firms are also affected by the speed with which justice is delivered. Professionally managed companies gave importance to the legal conformity in their business operations. Then other thing is ecological. Very significant factor is this the study of environment biotic factors. Biotic means plants, animals, microbes. Abiotic factors: water, air, sunlight, soil, and their interactions with one another. This affects the business prominently. And the protection of environment and preservation of the ecological balance is the responsibility of every business organization and every citizen as well. And demographic, it includes the population density, sex ratio, fertility, mortality rates, age composition, life expectancy, and geographical distribution of the population. The demographic factors are important for market segmentation and product position for the markets. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for your support and thank you for your encouragement. Thank you, one and all.